Okay, let me save this. You can see, let's go to add custom tile, guys, and I'm just repeating the same thing. Go to image selection, browse for your image, and click for preview, and you can see you are able to see the preview, right? Pardon. Hello?
You ever said the date?
What, Victor?
You ever set the dates? It's still on all dates.
Yeah, that doesn't make any difference, Victor. You can all the dates, nothing but it is going to be available on the screen always, until unless an administrator go to the manage virtual homepage and remove it, right? It will be available on the home screen always. And if you give some dates, right, it is going to be automatically available only on that days. Let me do this.
All right.
And still you will be able to see the preview.
Is there any way of doing like a background image and then putting this information there?
No, you can see here it's saved properly now. No, someone is asking question, right? Background information and like a watermark kind of thing, right? That's what you are asking.
Right. Something at the background to make it look a little nicer.
No. That's not possible. If Flash, it is possible, right? Like you have to prepare your image in such a fashion, guys. Your image should have that background logo, and then after that, over that, you have some image. You have some text, right? You can just load that image, but by default, it won't do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
But Raghu, if you use an HTML with the background tags and everything, does this tile execute that one?
Oh yeah, it will do that. It will parse all the HTML code as well, guys.
Okay.
Yeah. So now we are able to save this tile whatever we designed, and I know, because I know the problem, right? I rectified it straight away. You will slowly understand like what is the problem when we start working on the succession data model, right? That is when you will come to know about this problem, guys. And you can see our tile whatever we designed, it is a custom type, and the name is the fifth tile is the one that we gave here, right? So I'm going to reset it to all users so that it will be enforced to all the users across my organization. So how I'm going to test is like go to your home page, guys. That's it. Go to your home page. And you can see our tile is visible. You can see fifth tile demonstration. And if you notice, guys, the things that we updated from step 2, only those are the things that are going to be visible here. And nothing else. You can see here. And say this has been enforced to all the users across the organization, right? But say, as per my job responsibilities or duties or responsibilities, I might not be interested in the information whatever that has been broadcasted on that particular tile. So I want to remove the tile from my own user account. Say this tile has been enforced by the administrator for all the users, right? Couple of users, they are not interested in looking at that image always or looking at that information always whenever they log into the instance. So how I can go ahead and as an user, I can go ahead and remove the tile from my home page. and there are some restrictions, guys. You will not be able to remove all the tiles. The tiles which are marked as removable by user, if you go to your manage virtual home page, let me show you what is that option. If you go to manage virtual home page, and you see, if you notice, guys, you can see there is some option called as removable by user. So the tiles which are marked with removable by user option for the removable by user column, those tiles you will be able to move. I mean to say, all the users, if they feel that that tile is not going to be helpful, and because of some reason they don't want to see the tile on their home page by default, they will be able to remove the tile whenever the removable by user is set to, that particular tile is set to removable by user. I'll show you how the user will be able to do that. So you can see for our tile right now we have set the removable by user, right? Which means that how you will be able to hide that particular tile is you have to go to the tile browser, guys. You can see the tile browser is the default tile which is going to be available for all the users on their home page, guys. So if the users go to the add or remove the tile browser, and you can see on the left hand side you will be able to see all the tiles, and you can see this is the tile. No, guys, not December 1, we prepared the February 1, right? Yeah, you can see Feb tile demonstration. Say as an user, I'm not interested in this tile. I am going to select this tile, and you can see there is a remove option, which means that it is going to remove from only from my account, from my home page, guys. You can see right now you don't see that tile because I removed the tile from my home page. Say if I go to some other user, don't worry about this, guys. I'm just logging into, I'm proxying into another user account. Let's say I'm proxying into Srinivas account. And you can see still I am able to see this tile, and this is how it is going to be like. You can see here, say if even Srinivas wants to remove the tile, he goes to his add or remove tile, and you can see fifth tile is the one that he can just remove it, and you can see even from Srinivas accounts also it is removed. So that is how a user can remove the tile if he is not interested, guys. And this will be done, or this is going to be available to you. Yeah, go ahead. Someone is asking question.
Can you just navigate to the same place again? So I've actually lost it.
Oh yeah, sure. So what I am trying to do is like I just remove the tile from my home page, right? And I am just trying to demonstrate you by logging into another user account. I'll talk about this proxy manage in further classes, guys. Don't worry about this moment. But this is one of the options how you will be able to log into the other user accounts. As an administrator, you can log into other user accounts, guys. Let me see. Let me go to another user account. And you can see I am in Suman's account now, and I am still able to see this tile because Suman might not have removed this tile from his home page. And even Suman wants to remove it from their home page, right? He goes to the tile browser, and you can see he will select the tile. This is our tile, guys, February tile demonstration. And if say Suman is going to remove it, and that is going to be removed from Suman's account. So that is how users, as an end user, you have such kind of option, but that option is going to be available to you only when a tile is going to be marked as removable by user, which means that it might not be a mandatory one, and because of that reason the administrator has set this option to removable by user. And whenever you can see here, let me make it as not removable. You can see here, no, not this one, guys. Let me see this one. Yeah, you can see custom fifth tile. I am setting it to not removable. Let me save this, and I am going to enforce these changes to all the users. And now see the difference. If I go to my home page, let me go to my home page here. And you can see here the tile is now available. And now even if you go to your tile browser And where is our FEP tile demonstration? You see, you don't have any option to remove it because it is made as a mandatory tile by the administrator in the manage virtual home page, guys. Whenever it is marked as not removable, it is not going to be, it is the option to remove the tile from your home page is not available to all the users. Even though I am an administrator, you can see here, my home page, from my home page, I will not be able to remove it. That's the difference, guys. Now, are you able to make the difference, right? What is meant by removable by user and not removable? That makes the difference. All the mandatory tiles should be marked as not removable by user. And if you go to the administration tools, let me go to manage virtual home page again. And you see here, not sure, guys, someone is already working on these things. And you can see, guys, move to available and move to not used and delete. So what are these things? So move to, you can see all these tiles, whatever these tiles, the default ones are by default is going to be visible, or by default they are going to be displayed on the user's home page. And it's up to the user whether they want to see it or not. And the tiles which are marked as removable by users, they can go ahead and hide it from their home page. But say an administrator itself wants to make it a tile as an optional, and by default it should not be available to the users, and it should be available in the tile browser, but by default it should not be displayed on the home page. In that case, he has to keep the tile under the available tab here, guys. You can see here, available tab. So let me move one of the tile to the available tab. If you see, move to available, and I'll show you the difference what it is now. You can see here, now my tile, custom FEP tile is now moved to the available one. So let me save this and reset to all the users. And if I go to my home page, you see, by default you don't see that, guys. By default you don't see that, but you feel that is going to help you. You have to go to the tile browser, and you can see FEP tile demonstration. This is the one, and you can see you will be able to add it to home. And it is going to be the same thing for all the users, guys. Even if I go to some other user, right? Say if I am going to you see, I am in Kavita's account now, and by default the tile is not available. And if I go to the tile browser, and you can see this tile is available here, and Kavita will be able to add that to her home page. So that's the difference, guys. You can see here. So if you keep it as not, if you keep that and available, right, by default it is not going to be visible on the home pages, but any user can go to the tile browser and add that tile to his home page, guys. And there is one more option. If you see, not used. If you go to the company settings, again if you go to manage virtual home page, and you see there is not even option as well. So the tiles which you feel that they are not going to be useful at all, and you are not supposed to display that to the users also, but say at a later point of time, let's say if right now you are sending New Year wishes to across the organization, and that might be, you might have spent a lot of hours to build that particular tile. Say you might be using like a very sophisticated flash technology, or you might have written like 100 lines of HTML code. Say you might be interested in using the same thing next year with few modifications. In that case, rather than keeping the default and available, which doesn't make any sense, you can move that particular tile to not use, so that the tile is going to be available in the administration tools, but it is not going to be